Like the same things that I'm doing now, 3 months ago, I used to look at people like they're crazy and I'm doing the same crazy shit. Y'all need to get on this shit. I was talking to a friend. I was like, I'm off dopamine detox. He was like, is that a drug? And I'm like, hell yeah, that's a drug. You're able to just say no effortlessly. Like I used to make up a million excuses. Like, oh, I can't do this because XYZ. Like now it's just you say no. No more explanations. Something about dopamine detox. You just find a way to make things happen. Like it's like all your forces in your body for once in your life are all finally working together instead of working against each other to get you to your goal. It makes the hard shit doable. It makes the mediocre shit easy. And then it makes the easy shit a habit. It's like you just decide in a moment that you're just gonna do something and you just do it. Dopamine detox lets you summon the future feeling of being at that successful point in the present so that you are literally that future person in the present moment to deal with the present challenges, knowing that you have already manifested those things right then and there.
Eating to live, yeah, I'm living to eat. Catch me enjoying vegan recipes. Fiend for chlorophyll.
Greetings, it's your boy Gartasia. Today, it is finally time to speak about my 5 months dopamine detox benefits. My experience of doing dopamine detox, aka monk mode, for 5 months. So what are the cons of dopamine detox? I actually saw some of the cons. I see the cons sometimes. They are hard to find, but there are some cons. So 2 main cons that I noticed is I have, and I don't even want to put the words out there. Let's just say I have become less comfortable talking to girls. And not talking to girls like business-wise. I'm not talking to girls it's like if we're friends. But like I've become less comfortable flirting. Right? So what does that mean? Dopamine detox is interesting. So it's weird. It's like I'm the most confident I've ever been. Like I have like very, very little fear approaching girls now, which is good. But often because I'm just not socializing and I'm just not, it is a muscle. Talking to girls is a muscle you build. Finding your queen and knowing how to talk to her and communicate and be relatable is a muscle, is a skill. And when I'm on dopamine hard mode, that's not a skill I'm trying to flex, muscle I'm trying to flex because I'm trying to flex this tree so the tree can be a bigger tree, you know, and drop more apples and then grow other trees. But anywho, so yeah, you won't lose confidence to approach girls. You'll have so much confidence to approach girls, but when you start talking to them, you won't always have the things to say, right? And that's the problem. Like yesterday, for example, low-key, even today. So yesterday I was at Walgreens and then there was these like 4 German girls. And then like, I had no fear at all, like just talking to them. I was like, oh, it sounds like you all have an accent. Where are you from? Start talking to him. And then like 2 seconds in, I kind of just like, oh, well, I don't know what else to say. Like it just kind of got awkward because it's like I lost like that flow state. That used to be just that muscle of comfortness of just talking to girls. You lose that if you stop using it. So it's just like, I just didn't have any other shit to say. So it kind of just, I was like, okay, bye. Nice to meet you all. I told them to add me. I don't add anybody on social media. I ask them to add me. So that's what I still will do. If I am interested in connecting with someone, I'll tell them to add me. So that way, like, if they add me, cool. If they don't, cool. Because I'm not supposed to be talking to girls anyway because of dopamine detox. But you see how that happens. So yeah, a con of dopamine detox is because you're not, socializing as much, because you're not talking to girls that often, you will not have a problem like having the confidence to approach them, but you'll run out of shit to say. And then if they aren't also very confident talking, then it's like 2 people who don't have shit to say. It's just going to end awkwardly. So I've noticed that. The next thing I've noticed is you just lose, like, I don't want to call them friends because if they were friends, you wouldn't lose them anyway. But you kind of lose relating to people a little bit. So I was hanging out a few days ago, with one of my homies from Whole Foods, and then he was just like talking so chill with his boy like on FaceTime, and they were just talking for hours, and they were just like bouncing off each other, relating, and like talking about girls, and just like they were just like vibing, right? And then when you're kind of like monk mode for so long, it's like everything is like, okay, what's the purpose? Like, okay, I'm talking to you. What's the point of this conversation? It's like, okay, I'm listening to you. Like, where's this going? Like, everything is kind of goal oriented sometimes. So, but sometimes it's like, just like, no, there is no goal. We're just here vibing, whatever. And then like, I used to be really good at that, but I've noticed dopamine detox, you kind of lose some of that flow of just being able to go with the flow, the social flow of things. Sometimes I have this feeling in my stomach like, okay, what's next? Like, whatever. Almost this anxiousness that like I don't feel comfortable in this situation because I haven't done it in a long time. So those are the two main things about dopamine detox is sometimes you just won't have the right things to say in conversations because you're not talking to girls as much. And the other thing is you might lose that feeling of camaraderie or kind of being witty and like just being witty and like having the right things to say and stuff all the time. Like, so, and that's been my experience. That's been my experience. Maybe some people don't experience that. Now the pros, oh my God. Oh my God. The pros are crazy. The pros are insane. The pros of 5 months of dopamine detox. Oh my God. Where do we start? So what are the pros? The first and biggest pro of dopamine detox for me has been I just do shit now. And that's huge for me. I used to be a huge procrastinator. I used to be someone, you had to lay it out for me. The stars had to align. Aladdin had to have the magic carpet in front of me to take me there. I had to have all my bags packed. I had to have my favorite snack with me. I had to have sea moss on deck. But basically, everything had to align for me to like actually do something. Otherwise, I would find an excuse to not do it. I would cop out. Now, with like, I don't know if it's a combination of semen retention, and I'll make a video on semen retention. I don't know if it's a combination of NoFap, semen retention, celibacy. I don't know what it is. I think it's just all of them. I just don't give a fuck. I just do shit. Like literally, what's an example of me just doing shit? Literally, we'll start with the first level of me not getting. It started off with running. I was like, it's like you just decide in a moment that you're just gonna do something, and you just do it. It's no longer like tomorrow I'm gonna start running for 2 miles, but I'm gonna eat this last so and so this juicy McMuffin right now. But after this is the last time I eat fat, or this is the last time that I'm eating before 1 p.m. because I'm doing intermittent fasting. No, when like on dopamine detox, it's no longer like literally you just decide, oh, I'm gonna stop doing this. Which I feel like is such a way to live life. Well, let's stop waiting for fucking New Year's resolution to decide to like go to the gym. And now the fucking gym is packed. Now I can't hit chest day 3 times a week. And more importantly, I can't hit chest day on leg day because little Timmy here decided that this new year, the stars aligned, the moon's in Sagittarius, and like there's a astral projection or some shit. I don't fucking know. So everything's going to work out. No, that's not how it works. Like, what it taught me is just to be a man of action. I just do stuff. So like I just woke up one day and said, you know what? My abs are going away. And then I want to just do more cardio to be more visible. Mostly so I'm not going to lie. I could be looking like a chocolate snack at these raves. But anywho, I just woke up and said, I'm going to run every day. And that's what I've done. I think I've missed like one day, and for like a month, just nonstop. I've been running every single day. It's like you just decide to do things. And it'll be random. It'll be like after you meditate. Or it'll just be like, you'll literally look outside. It'll be like the most random reason why you just do a major change in your life. You'll like look outside and see like 3 people running. And be like, whoop, I'm going to run every day. Or it's just like, you'll just be drinking water. And then like in the middle of drinking water, you'll be like, yeah, I'm going to just make a video. I'm just going to just make a video of me talking into the camera. And that's the next thing I just decided to do. So you see me with this Gartasia Talk series, just me talking to the camera. That was spur of the moment. How did it start? It literally started, I had this new job, and it was literally the worst time to start. That's the thing about dopamine detox. It doesn't give a fuck. Like even it'll be at the worst moment to start something like normally, and it'll be like, nope, we still gonna start this shit. It's like you're an unstoppable force of nature. Literally, it was the earliest I'd ever had to get up in my life for a job. Like they told us the project, give us the debriefing. It was like, you have to be at O'Hare at 7:30. I was like, what? 7 what? And at that moment I said, most people, they get bad news like that. And then they tone things down. They say, okay, I'm not gonna have enough time, so let me find ways to remove stuff from my life. But people on dopamine detox, when they add more shit to your life, you add more shit to your life too, so you have less time. So it's like I was like, oh, you think you're gonna take my time away? I'm gonna take my time away too. So literally, like once I realized I had to wake up at 7:30, I was like, let me add another task, as if my day wasn't busy enough. Let me make a vlog every single day and edit it and post it. Let me do that every single day. And then literally, I just decided and just did it. I have never skipped a day. Things been hard. Things were tough. Like some days I had to rush. Some days like the mic would turn off. Some day I'd be recording and then the camera would die or some shit. A million things would go wrong, but it's just like you just find a way. Something about dopamine detox, it's almost something mysterious about it. Is it's just you just find a way to make things happen. Like it's like all your forces in your body for once in your life are all like finally working together instead of working against each other to get you to your goal. It's almost like you ever skate upwind of something. I don't know if I'm saying upwind or downwind wrong, but it's like light and day. You ever skate downwind where the wind is against you? It's like 10 times harder. But when you're skating upwind, you just be like, this feels so good. You be chilling. That's what dopamine detox feel like. It feels like the shit that would be 10 times harder if you weren't on dopamine detox become like 10 times easier. And I feel like that's the whole point of it. It makes the hard shit doable, and it makes the easy shit, it makes the mediocre shit easy, and then it makes the easy shit a habit, right? And then that is kind of the principle of dopamine detox. And some of the hardest shit, like even meditation used to be so hard for me, but now because I do it every day, I almost look forward to it's the first thing I do in the morning. And speaking of the morning, this is the third thing that it's made me do. It's just made me like going back to the just action. Literally, I woke up one day, I looked in the mirror, I was like, I want to be bigger. And then literally I just decided at that moment, I'm going to go to the gym every fucking day. I didn't think about, oh, that's going to mean I need more shakes or I'm going to need more protein intake. I didn't think about, oh, that's going to take time away from me posting or it's going to take away from sleep. I didn't think about, oh, but like what if I got to wake up early and I miss a day? Oh, I didn't think about, oh, but I'm going to need new clothes and now since I'm going every day and like what if I run out of clothes? No. Dopamine detox, you don't think about any of the bullshit. Like at least 5 months in my experience, you just act. Your brain is like, is this action gonna get me towards the destination? And it's like a flow chart. And it's like, if yes, then fuck yes. And that's it. Then it's like you just do it. It's like no longer am I like, obviously as you do it, you'll figure out solutions to these things. These things are problems. You will have to find ways to fit in time. You will have to maybe cut that meditation a little shorter. But it's like these things are never like in the moment of the decision. In the moment of decision, you just decide to do it. And along the way, you figure out the challenges. But the dopamine detox is like a superpower that's allowed me to just cut corners and just get right into it, just get my hands dirty. And I'm so grateful for it. And another thing dopamine detox has given me is it's giving me the power to, it's as if, and this kind of goes back to the other one, it's like you just naturally resist temptation, right? Like before, if like my favorite art, and this is a great example of this, literally, like in March, one of my boys was like, bro, like, okay, me and him were like fanatical about this EDM artist. His name is Flume. And I've never seen Flume. He's hard as fuck to find, rare as fuck to find. He's like this Australian experimental EDM artist. And Flume, the devil, I'm calling it the devil because like the temptation, literally right after I started Dopamine Detox, here goes his set in April. And I'm like, at the beginning of this is a perfect example of like, the beginning versus now. At the beginning of Dopamine Detox, I literally was about, the only thing that kept me from buying my ticket was literally I didn't have enough money or some shit, or like the day I wanted to go was sold out. But I was convinced like, oh, I'm going, like, Dopamine Detox or not, I'm going. And this to show you the power of Dopamine Detox. Literally 3 months in, I lost like all desire. Like, and he was blowing up my phone, like, bro, you still coming? People were like, did you get your tickets yet? Like, people were offering me like a free ride there, and like, just all of this, like, people just wanting you to like go with them. And it's just like, it wasn't even discipline. It wasn't even like hard to resist. It was literally like, people be thinking like, oh yeah, Gartasia, I know this is weakness. He's not gonna be able to resist this. And then like, I'd be like, LOL, no. Like you say no. That is another benefit of Dopamine Detox. You're able to just say no effortlessly. Like I used to make up a million excuses. Like, oh, I can't do this because XYZ, or I won't be able to hang out that night because I gotta go see my niece. It's his birthday. It's her birthday or some shit. Like now it's just you say no. You just say no to things in a polite way. You be like, nah, I can't go because I literally tell people I can't go because I'm on dopamine detox. No more explanations. It's just no, I can't do it because I'm on dopamine detox. I've just felt more confident just saying no and just being at peace with that and not feeling salty. I had a friend over who hit me up randomly and was like, yo, could he take a shower at my spot? And him taking a shower at my spot, I wasn't even at my spot. I was at the gym. He was like, could he slide and take a shower in like an hour? And I was like, no, you can't slide at my spot unannounced and take a shower at 1 because my spot. I was at the gym. He was like, could he slide and take a shower in like an hour? And I was like, no, you can't slide at my spot unannounced and take a shower at 1 because I'm not at the house, and B, I already have a system in place. When I get back to my house, I'm going to record this podcast. But I gave a solution. I wasn't an asshole. I said, you can slide at 2 and come take a shower. And what did he do? He blew up my phone at 2. I told him I'd call him. And then I'm not going to lie, the podcast did last a little longer till 2:30. So I replied, I said, I'm sorry, but like, yeah, if you still want to come take a shower, you could slide. He didn't reply. I think he was salty or mad or something. I still got love for him. I'm pretty sure he didn't take it personal. But I say that to say you no longer feel the need, even if somebody is like a boss, even if somebody is like your manager, or like even this is somebody like who has clout, and this is like somebody who like has more clout than me. But it's like dopamine detox gives you the power to stand up to people, even if like assumably they have more status than you. It's just like you don't give a fuck. You just know that dopamine detox lets you know that the path you're on is the right path. So it's like, because it knows that you're on the right path, because like the dopamine detox, it's literally like, listen, everything you're doing are the habits are of successful people. So you have no choice but to be successful. So that's what it did. And like, you just stand up to people, you don't shy away, and also you don't give a fuck. What do I mean by you don't give a fuck? You just don't care. Like, I used to care so much, and obviously you have bad days, you have good days, but overall, like, I don't care. I used to care like, oh, like, I'm not out here looking like a vagabond, but I used to like nitpick shit, like, oh, my clothes don't look good today, like people gonna judge me, or like, oh, this has a hole in it, so I'm not gonna wear it, or like these socks, like this is the second time I'm using my socks, so like people gonna tell that like I used these socks before, just like little things like that. Or it's like, today, like, I went to the gym once, I forgot to brush my teeth. So normally the old me would have just like went all the way home, brushed my teeth, and it would have messed up the whole schedule. And it's like, okay, yeah, obviously don't go around with dragon breath, but like, I had some ginger in my pocket. I just ate some ginger. You find solutions. I ate some ginger in there. Maybe my breath wasn't out here smelling amazing, but guess what? I was like, fuck it. I said, fuck it. It's like, I still went to the gym. It's just like, because you have a bigger vision of where you want to be, you're willing to, it gives you perspective of a hierarchy of importance. This is important, this is not important. And all the other little shit is just like, oh, that's not that important. So you just either cut it out of your life or put it to the side and just go after what's most important. And it's like, the gym was most important. Brushing my teeth was important, but not as important. So guess what? I still went to the fucking gym. I had a great workout and nobody complained. So it just gives you confidence to just be hungry and just like lust after, going after your goals. And most importantly, it makes you enjoy the process, because you've been so starved of like these huge, instant gratification, like fast food on demand, eating out, partying, sex, social media. Because you've deprived yourself of that, you actually get fun the natural way out of accomplishing shit in life. Who would have thought? Who would have thought humans got excitement out of actually accomplishing things? Who would have fucking thought? That's what it does. It brings you back to the basis. So I hope I don't sound like a fangirl, like, oh, Dopamine Detox is sponsoring you. Must be Gartasia. No, they're not fucking sponsoring me. But like, if they did, I do it for free. Because this shit is literally the miracle. This is the cure all. Like, I could make a course about how to do dopamine detox and sell that shit. And I might fucking do that, because that's how much it's changed my life. It's Like, I've manifested so much. I've done so much. I've killed so many limiting beliefs through dopamine detox. Like 6 months ago, I could have never imagined people hitting me up asking me, am I doing the yoga class? Like 3 months ago, I could have never imagined being the type of person to go to the gym every day. What? I have a friend who competes and he does that shit. And I would always joke to his brother, like, oh, the destination doesn't matter. It's as if dopamine detox lets you summon the future feeling of being at that successful point in the present, so that you are literally that future person in the present moment to deal with the present challenges and deal with the present temptations, knowing that you have already manifested those things, or had the feeling that you manifested those things right then and there. I don't know if that makes sense, but literally, like, you feel like every day I wake up, I feel like I'm already successful. Every day I wake up, I feel like I've already manifested a huge 50 plus yoga class. I feel like I've already manifested, my first $10,000 month. I feel like I've already manifested, performing at Lollapalooza, performing at Perry Stage, and like people, breaking their necks, riding the rail. I feel like I've already manifested. Oh, your bro, he's crazy. How does he go to the gym every day? I used to look at those people like they're crazy. Like the same things that I'm doing now, 3 months ago, I used to look at people like they're crazy, and I'm doing the same crazy shit. That's how y'all need to get on this shit. Like, I was talking to a friend, I was like, I'm off dopamine detox. He was like, is that a drug? And I'm like, hell yeah, that's a drug. Cause like, you get on dopamine detox, like everything else, like you just see the world brighter. Like, it's almost like I don't know if you guys have candy flip before, but it's like, wow, everything's bubbly eye. Like, people say, like, you're so bright and bubbly and you just smile more. Like, I'm always smiling. And it's just like, because I just see the world for what it is. And it's a beautiful place. And I see how I'm adding value, and I'm seeing all the value in it. And I just want to give more. And I'm having these epiphanies. Like, the secret to life is just giving, and the secret to happiness is giving. And I feel like maybe I would have gotten to here without dopamine detox. Maybe you can, but I feel like it would have occurred much later in my life. So this is literally a blessing. This is literally something that if I could teach my kids, or just like get my family on it, that would be a dream come true. But it's one of those things that you just got to give it a shot. You just got to try it, and yeah, see how it works for you. But I know this is a long video. It's a long ass vlog, but I just had to, I know the streets were hungry for what does Gartasia think about dopamine detox? So this is my dopamine detox 5 months video update. I know y'all been seeing the vlog like day 114. So that's misleading actually. It's actually, I started that daily vlog when I was like already a month in dopamine detox. So that those day numbers don't indicate when I started. So just FYI, but that vlog isn't going anywhere. I'm doing a daily vlog. I'm talking to the camera every day, starting a new series. I'm going to the gym every day. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it's challenging. And sometimes I'm drained, but it's like, even though I'm drained, because I have so much energy now, because I'm not just draining my energy to, mindless scrolling, draining my energy to casual sex, draining my energy to pointless conversations that won't go anywhere, draining my energy to just hanging out with no purpose, draining my energy to alcohol and drugs, because I'm not doing that. Even if sometimes I get 4 hours of sleep, sometimes I get 3 hours of sleep, but it's like, because I have extra energy from not doing all these things, sometimes I'll be good. I'll be straight. I only got 4 hours of sleep yesterday, and I was chilling. Had a complete day. Had a podcast, one of my best podcasts. Had a conversation with a bunch of great people. Went on an amazing walk. Did yoga in the park. It was a normal ass day, even though off 3 hours of sleep. So I'm not saying get your fucking sleep, but I say this to say, when you're on dopamine detox, the impossible becomes possible. The possible becomes with dopamine detox, the possible becomes definite, and the definite becomes easy. And I think I fucked that up. But with that being said, stay hydrated, stay breathing in that good ass oxygen. And most importantly, stay basic. I love you.